build a big
Yeah, I'm sick of the big audience. I'm listening to you talk and I go, okay, I want to build a big business.
Okay, well, just what I said, prior, the culture piece and the hiring piece, it all feeds into scalability.
Okay.
And if you only scale to one office or to two offices, well then, you're deciding pretty quickly your life's going to be pretty small, right? If you scale to 10,000 offices, if you start doing things in a fashion that can spread like wildfire and won't have any limits, then you won't be the limit for your own people. Same way, with systemizing the culture, the same thing in mind, like what culture pieces can we do that we can scale? VP of growth is scaling, right? How you approach technology, the splits on your team, like Jake said, how you run your P&L, right? We redid our P&L 3 different times for one office, and then 3 offices, and then 5 offices, before we learned, let's pick a formula that we can scale every single time we bring an office in, not have to break the system, So scalability.
I love that. Yeah. Don't be the ceiling of your business, right? Yeah. Require scalability with every decision you make.
Oh, and one more.
Nope, you're out.
Get a coach. If you haven't done it before, get a coach.
Get a maps coach.
There you go. Glenn Neely, I had neither Reed or I have run 5 locations before. Being able to call Glenn, sometimes he coaches me to find the answer inside of me, and sometimes just flat out, I actually don't know the answer, I've not done this before, and he has, and he can consult me. And don't skip that step. It's important.
Don't skip the step. No. I tell people that at one time I was spending over $100,000 a year in coaching, personal training. And best decision I ever made in my life, right? Literally transformed my life. And by the way, that's when $100,000 is a lot of money. I was going to say that at that point in my life, it was like all my money. It was all my excess money at that time in my life that was available. I put towards that. It's because it's that important. And a lot of people miss that. They say, well, when I'm making a lot of money, I'll do it. I said, well, good luck with that thought.
Well, that's when
You might want to find the money, do it now, so you can have the money later to say, yeah, I can afford it.
we heard Ben earlier talking about having to build a bigger foundation because your coach is one of the people who sees that first. Your foundation isn't big enough for where you want to go. And they keep you from having to do a total tear down, and now it's a remodeling job. And it just saves you so much mental angst over time. Huge. It's a huge investment in your future. Just kind of like the CV process is a 3-month investment in getting all that time back for time. I had a question for Annie on the culture. That's number 1 for you. Both times you talk, you led with culture. And if I'm in the audience thinking, here's the CEO of one of the biggest teams out here, she didn't say lead gen. She didn't say all the other things that, you led with culture. Why is culture number 1? I'm not arguing with you. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I figured that would come up because I was like, people want to hear me say, fire them if they don't look at you like the way you want them to. And, it's only about lead gen. And if they don't bring enough deals, just get rid of them and talk tough. But at the end of the day, I want to work in a place that I love to work. And so culture is very important. And sometimes real estate is so hard that it's the culture that makes you hang in somewhere. Right?
Yep.
And
It's true.
it's really important, and it does make it, in a way, it makes you grow more slowly. Because culture is time consuming, right? Touching base with people, getting to know people, fueling what's important to that office is time consuming. It's a lot easier to hire tons of body and ignore the culture. But to do both of them at the same time, your people will stick around and they're going to root for you because they love where they work.
Love that answer.
It's very important.
You said we have a culture of blank. I will say here, the first thing you said was we have a culture of lead gen.
Yes.
So that's just baked into the DNA of the kind of people who want to show up and hang out with other people who want to lead gen.
Well, I realized early on that, constantly saying, we need more lead gen, we need more lead gen, we need more lead gen, that's not sexy to any agent, right? It is the last thing they want to do in the morning for the most part. But they want to work on culture, and so if you can make lead gen a part of your culture, we're a team that knows how to hustle. right? They can take pride in that. Even if they don't want to do those things, they can take pride in it. And when real estate is hard, they're going to lead gen because that's part of their culture.
Yeah.
It's one of your pillars.
Love that.
Dave, what do you say?